That same mental toughness is what's allowed Cerny to make plays like this look easy. Take it from me, a washed-up saxophonist and has-been baseball player. He's the real deal at both. While baseball and softball teams can deal with the cold, it's harder to deal with snowballs when you should be dealing with baseballs or softballs at practice. That's right, I'm standing here between Memorial Stadium and Assembly Hall. Memorial Stadium is behind me, but the other direction is Simon Scott Assembly Hall, which not too long ago was the site of chants, Indiana fans calling for the firing of their own head coach. One student tells me there's a culture change that needs to take place, and it might start with Mike Woodson heading out the door. Indiana baseball canceled Wednesday's home opener due to snow and frigid temperatures. Like many teams outside the South, the Hoosiers spend the first few weekends of the season away from home. They are often unable to play or even practice outside during the week due to cold temperatures and snow-covered fields. This inconvenience stretches further than a couple of missed practices or a canceled game here or there. With softball season starting in early February and baseball beginning in the following weeks, teams look to spend as much time outside as possible, especially after winter break. This gets difficult the further north you get. It's a problem for about 75% of the country, and one that recently led Missouri head softball coach Larissa Anderson to call for a fundamental change to the calendar.
My number one focus is to shout from the rooftops that they need to move the softball season back. Softball should not be played in February, period. Like, there's a reason why Major League Baseball spring training hasn't started yet, and that they don't start playing games until April. Like, we got to speed that up.
This is echoed by Indiana head baseball coach Jeff Mercer, who often says that his team plays a summer sport in the winter. It's not as simple as pushing the season back by a month. The college softball regular season ends right around the end of the academic year in early May. The MLB draft takes place 3 weeks after the Men's College World Series in mid-June, and that's by design. The schedule gives pro clubs one final chance to scout some of the nation's best college players before drafting them. These are just a handful of reasons why the Diamond Sports begins so early. While baseball and softball teams can deal with the cold, it's harder to deal with snowballs when you should be dealing with baseballs or softballs at practice. The Big Ten hasn't won it all since Ohio State did it in 1966. With warm weather being a draw for recruits, it's no wonder why the nation's best talent tends to head south. A troubling trend has emerged over the last 2 years for Indiana baseball. It seems to lack the pitching depth necessary to win midweek games. The Hoosiers' arms put them behind the 8 ball on Tuesday afternoon, giving up 13 runs to Northern Kentucky as the home 9 missed a crucial opportunity to hold a winning record for the first time this season. Starting pitcher Henry Brummel allowed 2 runs without recording an out, and the Norse led 9-2 after 4 innings. The Hoosiers fought back. Andrew Wiggins' 2-run homer made it a 1-run game in the 5th.
More than anything else, I want to win, with this team, with these guys, and that's where I really want to do that. Just try to get the guys going to win, because that's everyone's goal. So just trying to do that together.
That was the closest Indiana would get to drawing level. The visitors had an answer at every turn. IU head coach Jeff Mercer said he's seen this movie a few times through his team's first 13 games, in which Indiana has snatched defeat from the jaws of victory multiple times.
At the same time, you're down 9-2, and you look up and you get it back to 9-8, and you have the tying run on base in the 9th inning. Are we prepared? Are we in a position to win those games late? Yeah. Well, we've been in 5 of those games that we've lost, where we've been in a position to win the game in the last 2 innings. And we haven't done it, and so there's a fun. It's the paper cut. It's death by 1,000 cuts.
While Indiana had 14 hits of its own, the Norse got outs when they needed to and stranded 14 Indiana base runners. Searching for answers on the mound, the Hoosiers will head to Penn State for their first of 10 Big Ten series beginning on Friday night, before visiting Indiana State next Tuesday. They return home for 3 games versus Ohio State next weekend.
You can't get a grenade on the mound where you look up and it's like, the hell was that? Like, where the hell did that come from? This, for us right now, we're just tremendously inconsistent.
For IU Newsnet, I'm Nick Rodecap.